So make sure you look in the comment section down below for my pinned comment, because I will be taking questions for my Q&A that everyone has been requesting. In this video, I'll be taking questions for those. What's up, everyone? How's it going? It's your everyday foodie here, back with another mukbang, and today we are having sashimi. And so this is from a place called, I keep forgetting the name of the place. It is called Yanagi Sushi. So this place here in Arizona, this first time trying it, and also I don't really get sashimi all that often. I think this is probably maybe my second or third time actually getting it. I always get sushi, the rolls, whenever I go, to a sushi place. So we are going to try out some assortments of different types of sashimi. So over here, obviously in the middle, we have a deep fried roll, which is their Las Vegas roll, which just has, I think, imitation crab or regular crab and some avocado and cream cheese. And then already sprinkled on top a little bit is the eel sauce. But here's extra eel sauce. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I don't want to overdo it with the eel sauce, but that is good for me. And then I will go through the sushi or the sashimi that I know. 3 of them is what always comes with them in their little assortment, but other 2 I don't know what they are because it's the chef's choice and they didn't tell me which ones they were. So I believe, so obviously this is salmon up front. We have tuna on this side, and I believe this one, correct me if I'm wrong, is yellowtail. I don't know if you can see it well in there, but this is yellowtail. And then these 2, I am not too sure what they are. So if you can tell what they are, let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's dig in. Alrighty, so let's just jump in for this Las Vegas roll, since this is what I'm most familiar with. And then obviously on the sides we have some ginger, which is my favorite, pickled ginger, and then I think it's called misago, which is just the roe eggs or roe fish eggs. And it's so cute. They put it in like a little cucumber roll back here, and then got some wasabi. So I know normally people mix the wasabi in here, which I normally did too, but I'm just gonna stick it right on top just for easiness. And then we're gonna go in for a bite of this Las Vegas roll. Here we go. The cream cheese in that Las Vegas roll is so amazing. Like, when it's deep fried in there, it's just very, I guess, creamy because it's cream cheese, but silky smooth, and it just meshes everything in there so well. Oh, I love it. All right, just one more bite, and then we'll dig into the other stuff. That's the stuff right there. Okay. So what I do know is this is salmon right here. Give this a try. Okay, that is really good. Wow. So one thing I have to say is that normally when I've gotten salmon, any type of raw salmon I've had, it's always had a little weird taste to me. No matter if it's like good quality, bad quality. I can't even tell the quality, but they've always had like a weird taste to me for some reason. But this one, it doesn't give me that weird aftertaste, which is I really like about that. Okay. Now let's go for this one back here, which let me know in the comments down below. I don't really know if you can even tell what it is or what, but It doesn't have any smell, but that's a good thing. I don't know what kind of fish this is. It looks really fatty. Ooh, what is this? Like, I can tell on top there's like a thin layer of just like oil. And I don't think it's anything that they put on there. It's just part of the fat from the fish itself. This is really good. Whoa. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. So let's go on over here. Another familiar one over here is the tuna. I'm like obsessed with tuna. My favorite type of fish. Not that I've ever tried any other types that often, but this is like my go-to right here. Yep, that's perfect. Something about tuna that just tickles my fancy. Get this. Oof. Struggling. Here we go. And then up here is another one that I have no clue what it is. If you know what it is, let me know. Here it is. It's got some reddish tinge to it. And it's white, red and white. I don't know. It's topped with some scallions and sriracha as well. I don't know what it is. And then, yeah, I think that's all of them I tried. No, I didn't try this one back here. And I believe this is yellowtail, maybe? One of these is yellowtail. I don't know which one it is, though. I'm guessing it's this one. I don't know. It's good, though. See. When I originally had got all this food, I thought it was going to be a lot more. You know how I had the rolled up rice and they lay a sliver of fish on top? Isn't that sashimi also? Or is that nigiri? I really don't know the difference between the two. But I always thought sashimi was that. I knew it was raw fish, but I didn't know it was like straight up just slices like this. I always had the impression that it was the one that had like the rice and the little thin sliver of fish on top of it, which is what I've had before, not like this. So this is definitely new to me, but I do enjoy like this too. This one's really good back here too. Like looking at it, this might be also another type of tuna, just like a white one. But then again, I'm really not too sure. Totally been forgetting about this wasabi right here. Just kind of spread this off. And you know what I love about this is like, if you've ever felt fish before, like not like live fish, but you know, like raw fish like this, it's just so like soft and delicate. Because once it cooks up, it takes on a more firmer texture, right? But when it's like this, it is so delicate. And I don't know if there's like a difference like between texture and feel when you get, you know, the sashimi or sushi grade fish. But it is so soft. Like just like touching on top of it. I don't know if you can see, but the imprints of my chopsticks just stays within the fish. It's that delicate. There we go. And this, I don't know, like, you just stick it on top and eat it with it. I don't know. I've seen people just straight up eat these like this too. So, just a little burst of saltiness. Let's get some tuna over here. So, ooh, I took a big bite of that wasabi and that just went straight through my nose. Oh, have you ever taken that big bite of wasabi and just like burns all through your nose and mouth? Oh, that's what's happening right now. Whew, right before I was about to talk. All right. So what I was going to say is that in this video that I am going to be pinning a comment. So make sure you look in the comment section down below for my pinned comment, because I will be taking questions for my Q&A that everyone has been requesting. In this video, I'll be taking questions for those. So if you want your question answered, I'm not going to guarantee that I'll answer everyone's question, but I'll try and answer as many as I can. But if you want your question answered, look in the comment section for my pinned comment and write your question or questions. You can put more than one question, I don't care. Make sure you put that down there. Otherwise, I won't see it. I don't know. I just won't see it. So make sure you put it in this comment that I'm going to pin. Multiple questions, one question, whatever you want to ask. Okay? So keep a lookout for that. So either in one of these couple weeks, I'll make that Q&A. And so if you want a good Q&A, and I want a good Q&A as much as you do, ask some good questions and ask a lot of questions, because, you know, the worst thing that can happen is having a Q&A and having like, what, 10, 15 questions? I'm going to try and go through as many questions as possible. So, ask away. On the side, we have some Bai bubbles. Pretty much just a sparkling water drink. I'm wondering, have any of you actually tried the real wasabi? Because I don't know if you know or not, but the wasabi that you get from restaurants is not like the real wasabi. It's mainly, sometimes it's just like a powdered form, and they add some liquid into it to make it all like that, you know, gummy texture. But the real wasabi, it's from a root, and you grind it down to make that paste. So this is a paste that's made, I think, from powder, and it's kind of just, you just add liquid to it to kind of make it like a paste, or you can just buy it like this, but it's not the real deal wasabi from the root. It might have some essence of it, but it's not like the real stuff. And here the real stuff goes bad pretty quickly, so it's a lot more expensive to get. So that's why they use the other type. So I don't think I've ever tried the real stuff, but I want to. Okay. Let's see here. I have to say, my favorite so far is definitely this one right here. Surprising enough. I think this is my favorite, and I think this might be a type of tuna. And then this is my second right here, which is the regular tuna. I think ahi tuna maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know my fish that well. And then next I will say is salmon, then this one, which I think is yellowtail, then this one last, because I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't have any like pronounced flavors for me. Every time I eat this, I always think about like those people that do the ASMR videos and are straight up just eating logs of salmon, like huge thick pieces of salmon, just straight up munching down on it. Like, oh, I don't think I could ever do that. That's just way too intense for me. And it's so funny because have you guys seen what's it called? I mean the guy's name is Bear Grylls. So he did a show. I forget what the show is called. Oh my gosh, that's gonna bother me. But let me know the name of the show down below, because it's gonna bother me if I don't figure it out. But he did a show. It's pretty much just like an adventure show, or survival show of him going out, being dropped somewhere, and figuring out how to find civilization over the course of whatever time, right? And he would do like really crazy things, like, you know, like he would, for instance, I guess, drink his own pee and stuff like that. I mean, TMI, but it was on the show, so he would do that, or live inside a carcass of a dead animal, or eat raw stuff, or catch, you know, snakes and this and that and cook them up. Like, he did some crazy stuff, and pretty much to show you like how to survive in different environments. You know, he'd be in super hot environments, he'd be in super cold environments, desert, forest, mountains, anywhere, right? So there was one episode where he was, I don't know if it was Alaska, but somewhere where they had salmon. And in that episode, he just caught the salmon, right? he went into the stream and caught a huge, like, I mean, you know, if you've seen salmon, salmon's massive. He caught the salmon, and he's like, you know, I could cook this up right now, but also the salmon that swim in this area are super fresh and super clean that you can just eat straight out of it. So what did he do? He just took the salmon and just took a massive bite out of it and just ripped it up like a freaking animal, and just ate the salmon straight out like that, like a bear. And it's funny because his name is Bear Grylls, but like legit, he straight up ate the salmon like a damn bear.
You can eat these things straight out the river like that.
Raw, uncut, everything. I'm like, what the hell?
That is like the freshest Alaskan salmon you can possibly have.
This guy's mad, but it was an amazing show. And so every time I see salmon, man, I always think about that part where dude just literally pulls the salmon out, rips it out and eats it. I was like, oh, man's a monster. Ridiculous. I learned so much stuff from that show, and there's always times where I'm like, you know what? I want to go out there and do that. I just want to get lost in the wilderness and just find my way back to civilization, or just, you know, live out there, you know? It'd be interesting. Different way of life. I was actually talking to my friend about, he brought up, he's like, you know what, like, we should just go camping, like, you and I randomly just make a trip, just go out, just camp for a couple days and come back. Because we used to go camping, not a lot, but, you know, we'd have a decent amount of camping trips. And they're always so fun. Like, I love going out in the middle of nowhere and just being disconnected from the world, you know? I'm so intertwined with technology and everything, like, yeah, I'm like super dependent, I'd say, on technology. You know, like I have to have my phone with me. And I'm always on it, and it's such a bad habit, but I'm always checking it. And just being out in the wilderness and being detached, and sometimes not even having cell service, which is great, so you don't even get any like calls or anything, is one of the best feelings. It's very like refreshing and rejuvenating. Because you're just out there, no one else but you and the sky, the trees, your friends, and just kicking it, enjoying life as it should be, you know? You make your own fireplace, and you cook your food right in front of the fire, and like you just, you know, when lights are out, you know, like the sun goes down and there's that, you know, like the fire that we get, sorry, not the fire, but the light that we get is the light that's only coming from the fireplace, you know? And that's the beauty of it. You got your night sky, the moonlight, and the fire that's giving you some other light too. And then when you wake up to the sun, you know? You don't got alarms buzzing off. You don't got 10 alarms like me set up every 15, 30 minutes just to get my butt up because I can't wake up to any freaking alarms. But you're waking up to the natural light of the sun. And you just feel so refreshed and awake, you know? There's never been a time when I went camping and I was not refreshed the next morning. It's so nice. And just spending quality time with your close friends. It's like one of the best moments ever. And if you haven't gone camping, like I truly highly recommend you try it out, because I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to go camping, like it's dirty outside, there's no bathroom or facilities, and I don't want to go do my business over there in the corner or whatever. It was like, if that's your concern, you're really missing out, because aside from that stuff, I mean, you look past it, but aside from that, it's a baller time. And you're missing out. Highly recommend you go camping. So fun. Alright, well, that is it for today. More filling than I expected, but I think I'm actually content for once in a long time, which is nice. I've been eating like trash lately, so it is good to have a more less filling meal for once. But yeah, so we had sashimi today. We had yellowtail, tuna, and salmon of what I know. Other one I don't know, which is the red and white one, and the other one I think might be another type of tuna, perhaps. And then we had the Las Vegas roll, but everything was fantastic. As always, the place that I went to will be in the description box down below. Check it out if you're in the Arizona area, because there are some lovely people and great quality sushi, so you will not be disappointed. And as always, if you haven't already, please go down below and smash that thumbs up button. And if you're new to my channel and have yet to subscribe, make sure you go down below and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to be notified when I post my next video. And if you made it this far in the video, I'm going to remind you once again, I will have a comment pinned down below in this video of my future Q&A that I'm going to do. So post your question, 1, 2, 3, I don't care how many questions you post, just post your questions down below, and I will use this video to look at what questions I'm going to be answering for all of you. So don't forget to do that. And as always, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day and a beautiful week. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.